The Ontario Court of Appeal recently made a landmark decision. They decided that cultural norms cannot be used to justify lighter prison sentences. It cannot be used to pardon someone of a crime. This decision came from a case of an Iranian husband who'd force his wife to have sex with him by beating her. The husband would basically rape and beat her night after night. When the husband was convicted of sexual assault by the lower courts, not rape, but sexual assault, he just got 18 months in prison. The judge in the lower courts cited that one of the reasons why he got such a light sentence was the cultural gap. He didn't understand what he was doing because of his culture. The judge even noted that the man, a rapist, didn't even know that what he was doing was illegal. But the victim and the lawyer weren't having it. The victim and the lawyer took the case up to the Ontario Court of Appeal, and after months of deliberation, the Ontario Court of Appeal practically overturned the previous decision made in the case, citing that cultural differences does not excuse a crime. The three judges within this court case all found the previous court ruling of 18 months manifestly unfit, and they imposed a, quote, far tougher and entirely appropriate 4-year sentences onto the criminal. Again, he's a rapist. Now, in my opinion, I think both courts gave the criminal a very light sentence. I mean, 18 months, 4 years, that's pretty darn light. The man didn't simply commit sexual assault because based on the evidence, he beats his wife. In other words, forces her to have sex with him. He punches her, he kicks her, he pulls her hair. He would even forcibly take off her clothes. So no, both courts, I think, gave this man a light sentence. A rapist deserves at least 40 years in prison, not 18 months, not 4 years. Regardless, give credit where credit is due. I'm glad that the Ontario Court of Appeal took a stand for once, and not just for Canadian values, but they took a stand for human decency. They looked at the previous case, saw the injustice had occurred to the poor women, and in their own way tried making it better. And to top it off, they set a precedent for future court cases in our common law system, that cultural norms aren't an excuse for committing a crime within this country. And if you come to this country, you have to follow our laws no matter what culture you come from. But I must ask the question, why are these people within our country in the first place? This man is an immigrant from Iran. There's literally oceans and continents between him and us. So why couldn't we vet him before we let him enter into Canada? Why couldn't we ask him about the cultural beliefs that he holds? Like, let's say, beliefs on spousal abuse or beliefs on women's role in the household, so that we could identify him and prevent him from entering into our country. I'm not saying that we should prevent Iranians from coming into this country. I'm also not saying there's something inherently wrong about him or even his religion that would force me to say he shouldn't come to our country, he shouldn't come to Canada. So you can't call me racist or bigoted against Muslims. All I'm asking is that we stop letting people with these types of cultural views and opinions into our country. Why can't we have a proper vetting process so these type of immigrants don't come into our country and cause havoc? We can, but we don't. And because we don't, we have more and more cases like this. We have more honor killings and more marital rape cases. Well, I, for one, am sick of this. I'm sick of what we're doing to our country. We need to vet our immigrants before they come into our country. And if we don't, we'll have more scumbags like these and more court cases like these. I'm Jay Feza from Rebel.media. Hey, if you enjoyed that video, please like, subscribe to Rebel Canada.